We're ranking 10 dog food brands. 5 are tied to FDA violations, confirmed contamination, and class action lawsuits, and 5 are lesser-known alternatives with spotless safety records and verifiable transparency. From inspection failures at billion-dollar corporations to a brand that publishes independent lab results for every single batch it produces, this countdown separates real risk from real reliability. Starting at number 10, a name most dog owners trust without question. In the 10th place, Purina stands as a cautionary example of how even the most trusted brands can harbor hidden risks. In April 2024, FDA inspectors visited 3 Purina Pro Plan manufacturing plants and documented multiple food safety violations, ranging from unsanitary conditions to improper processing protocols. Despite Purina's reputation as a vet-recommended label and its dominance with roughly 13% of the global pet food market, these inspection findings revealed serious gaps in quality control. At the same time, a class action lawsuit accused Purina of misleading consumers with grain-free and no corn, wheat, or soy claims that conflicted with actual ingredient lists. No recall was issued for Pro Plan or Beneful, but the combination of regulatory warning signs and ongoing litigation raises real questions about whether marketing promises match manufacturing reality. Hill's Science Diet leans heavily on its reputation as a vet-recommended brand, with much of its $2 billion in annual revenue tied to its prescription diet line. Owned by Colgate-Palmolive, Hill's positions itself as a science-driven, clinically tested choice, often found behind the counter at veterinary clinics. Yet a search of current FDA records reveals no recent recalls for Science Diet, setting it apart from brands with documented safety lapses. The real risk comes from consumer overconfidence in the vet-recommended label. That endorsement is often shaped by business relationships and marketing, not just clinical results. For pet owners, it is essential to verify what vet endorsement actually means and to check for independent batch testing or published safety data rather than relying on branding alone. 8th place, Victor found itself at the center of a public health crisis in late 2023. The FDA and CDC confirmed an outbreak of Salmonella typhimurium traced directly to Victor dry dog food produced by Mid-America Pet Food. Laboratory testing identified contaminated batches, prompting a nationwide recall and urgent retailer withdrawals. The recall notice listed specific lot numbers and UPC codes, urging owners to check packaging and immediately discard affected bags. Salmonella is not just a risk for pets. Handling tainted kibble can sicken people, especially children and those with weakened immune systems. Health officials advised washing hands thoroughly after contact and sanitizing any surfaces exposed to the food. This incident highlights the real-world consequences of breakdowns in manufacturing controls and the importance of tracking recall notices to keep both pets and families safe. Number 7. Pedigree sits under the Mars Pet Care umbrella, a company that controls about 20% of the global pet food market. In 2020, a class action lawsuit targeted Mars and several other major manufacturers over the marketing of so-called therapeutic or prescription diets. The complaint alleged that Mars brands, often sold through veterinary clinics or labeled as offering specific health benefits, misrepresented the medical necessity and effectiveness of these diets. While Pedigree itself has not faced a recall for contamination, the legal dispute draws attention to the blurred line between prescription and over-the-counter dog foods. For consumers, this raises a critical question. Are you paying a premium for a product with unverified health claims? The safest approach is to research any therapeutic diet, demand access to clinical trial data, and confirm whether a product's benefits are backed by published science, not just by marketing or a veterinarian's endorsement. Legal challenges like this signal why trust in pet food brands should always be earned, not assumed. Number 6. Gravy Train and Kibbles and Bits faced a crisis in 2018 when the FDA confirmed the presence of pentobarbital, a euthanasia drug, in 22 varieties of their canned dog food. The agency's lab results left no room for doubt. Any detectable level of pentobarbital in pet food is illegal, triggering a zero-tolerance policy. J.M. Smucker, the parent company at the time, issued a voluntary recall and pulled affected cans from store shelves nationwide. The contamination was traced to a tallow ingredient, and the fallout was immediate. A class action lawsuit alleged negligence and demanded accountability for endangering pets. For dog owners, the FDA's guidance is unambiguous. Check your pantry for the recalled lot numbers, dispose of any suspect cans, and contact your veterinarian if your dog has consumed the product. In 2023, Smucker divested these brands to Post Holdings. But the incident stands as a stark reminder. When a prohibited drug enters the food supply, consumer vigilance is not optional. Number 5. Animayet Pet Foods offers a model of supply chain transparency that stands in sharp contrast to the industry's biggest players. Every ingredient supplier is vetted by the company, and production happens in small batches, allowing careful oversight from sourcing to final packaging. A search of the FDA enforcement database reveals no recorded recalls for Animayet products from 2010 through 2025. This spotless record is matched by the company's willingness to discuss its sourcing and manufacturing practices directly with consumers. For dog owners who want to verify safety, it is possible to request a certificate of analysis for a specific batch, confirming that the food meets both nutritional and contaminant standards. While Animayet does not publish these results online, the company's openness to questions and its zero recall status set a baseline for what transparency should look like. Asking for batch-specific test results is a practical step any owner can take, no matter the brand. Number 4. Nature's Logic takes a different approach to dog nutrition by relying exclusively on whole food ingredients for all essential vitamins and minerals. Instead of using a synthetic premix to meet nutritional requirements, the company formulates its recipes so that every nutrient comes directly from real food, meat, fruits, and vegetables. This philosophy reduces the risk of additive contamination, and it avoids the bioavailability issues that can come with synthetic supplements. Nature's Logic products are formulated to meet AAFCO nutrient profiles, and the company backs up its claims with independent laboratory verification. Laboratory results confirm that the food delivers balanced nutrition without relying on artificial fortification. For pet owners wary of filler-heavy diets or hidden additives, this commitment to natural sourcing offers a transparent alternative. The absence of any FDA recall from 2010 through 2025, combined with public documentation of nutrient compliance, positions Nature's Logic as a brand where ingredient integrity is central to its identity. Number 3. ZiwiPeak sets itself apart with an AIR-dried process that avoids the pitfalls of conventional extrusion. Instead of blasting ingredients at high temperatures, which can create harmful byproducts and degrade nutrients, ZiwiPeak slowly air-dries its recipes to preserve protein quality and retain essential amino acids. The result is a high-meat formula, with animal content making up nearly 90% of each batch. This approach not only boosts digestibility, but also minimizes the need for synthetic additives. Independent scrutiny backs up these claims. The Clean Label Project's most recent white paper lists ZiwiPeak among the few brands with heavy metal levels consistently below 0.02 parts per million, well under accepted safety thresholds. Passing these third-party tests is rare in the industry and signals a lower risk of contaminant exposure for pets. For dog owners who prioritize both nutritional integrity and safety, ZiwiPeak's combination of gentle processing and verified purity makes it a standout among premium dog foods. Number 2. Signature takes the concept of limited ingredient dog food to a practical extreme. Each recipe is built around a single, clearly identified protein, like kangaroo, trout, or duck, paired with fewer than 10 core ingredients. This simplicity means fewer variables for dogs with allergies or sensitivities, and it makes supplier traceability much more straightforward. When a bag lists only chickpeas, sunflower oil, and one primary meat, it's easy to audit every step from farm to factory. Signature's formulas are certified to meet AAFCO nutritional adequacy, ensuring that pared down doesn't mean incomplete. For owners wary of fillers, byproducts, or synthetic additives found in mainstream brands, this approach strips away the guesswork. Ingredient transparency isn't just a marketing term here, it's built into the design, letting pet owners verify exactly what their dog is eating. For anyone managing food allergies or seeking to minimize unknowns in their dog's diet, Signature's single protein, limited ingredient philosophy offers a direct answer. And finally, in first place, Raised Right sets a new benchmark for transparency and consumer empowerment in the dog food industry. Every batch is tested for pathogens, heavy metals, and nutrient content, and the results are posted directly on the company's website. Each certificate of analysis includes the lot number, production date, full analyte list, and the laboratory's ISO 17025 accreditation, an international gold standard for testing accuracy. That means pet owners can verify in real time whether a specific bag meets both safety and nutritional targets. Raised Right's portal lets you search your lot code and view the third-party lab report, confirming that results are not just self-reported. For those new to reading a certificate of analysis, look for the lab's accreditation, the action levels for each contaminant, and confirmation that the test was performed by an independent facility, not in-house. This level of open batch testing is not just rare, it is a replicable model for any brand. By learning to check certificates of analysis and demand ISO 17025 verification, dog owners can make safety a daily practice, not a leap of faith. Across all 10 brands, one fact stands out. In dog food, marketing claims do not guarantee safety. Transparent sourcing and rigorous testing matter far more than a familiar label. For pet owners, informed choices are not just smart, they are essential. Your dog's health depends on what is really in the bowl.